Welcome to the Sacred Heart Share-A-Thon on the Carolina Catholic Media Network. Today, we are live on the air from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., asking for your financial support and sharing the great work of various ministries, authors, speakers, clergy, and local radio hosts that impact our local Charlotte community. Carolina Catholic Media Network is 100% listener supported, and we need your financial support to continue broadcasting the truth of Jesus Christ. Call 1-800-857-2909. That's 1-800-857-2909 to make your tax-deductible pledge. Operators are standing by right now to take your call, or you can donate online at carolinacatholicmedia.org. Thank you for your loyal listenership. We hope you enjoy this special Sacred Heart Share-A-Thon program. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special live Share-A-Thon here on Carolina Catholic Media Network. My name is Bill Snyder. It is wonderful to be with each and every one of you. We're going to be live for the next 36 hours here on Carolina Catholic Media, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on 1270 AM. We're going to be featuring a ton of live local hosts, guests, speakers, authors. We are so excited to be joined by all of them right now. And we're kicking this off with a wonderful person. His name is Ed Billick, and Ed is going to be joining me right now via Zoom. So Ed, welcome to the Carolina Catholic Media Share-A-Thon. Thank you so much for being here.
Bill, good morning to you. Good morning to all of our listeners, whether you're listening on 1270 or YouTube or Facebook or just Bluetooth in your car. It's great to be with you, Bill, and good morning on this wonderful day.
Yeah, it's just great. And, before we get started with the interview, let me just remind people that they can donate. I know they just heard the bumper and everything, but they can donate by calling 1-800-857-2909. Again, 1-800-857-2909 is the number to donate right now to the Carolina Catholic Media Network. But Ed, you are a co-host of one of the programs on our show called Faith and Sport. So maybe you just want to talk a little bit about the importance of Catholic radio, how you got involved in Faith and Sport and Carolina Catholic Media Network.
Well, mutual friend of ours through St. Matthew Catholic Church here in Charlotte hooked us up. And it was John Aquaviva, Dr. John Aquaviva. He's a exercise professor down there at Wingate University. And he and I hit it off right away. And this is about 4 years ago. And we started out on Radio Maria. Now, when you talk to John, he even has past experience with faith and sport. But when you bring your Catholic faith and tie it into the world of sports, you open up all kind of new stories, all kind of new scenarios when you look at it through a lens of faith and sport and values. And the targeted audience is parents, coaches, athletes, anyone that follows the world of sports, whether it's professional, high school, college. And I tell you what, the guest list as well as the content is just super. And then we joined Carolina Catholic Radio back when it first started, and it airs weekly. And John is the chemistry we have is really good. I'm one of two co-hosts now. Carlos Herrera is the other co-host, and I join him once a month. And we just recorded and we were on the air this past Monday and talked just a bunch of things. So I could keep talking about it, but I'm going to let you back to the question on it. But Faith and Sport with Dr. John Aquaviva, just a special show here on Carolina Media Network. Yeah, and as we begin this Share-A-Thon, we begin, with local programming. Local programming comes first here, right? This is one of just a few Catholic radio stations that has local programming. Many Catholic radio stations. We were talking this morning, even off the air, that there's many different Catholic radio stations out there, lots of different Catholic content out there, right? We have tons of it. You can consume a lot of it. Whether it be on, podcasting or Sirius XM or however you get your media. But the amazing thing is that
Carolina Catholic Media is dedicated to developing local content that you can't hear anywhere else, right? So that's what makes us special. There's I believe nine local programs here on Carolina Catholic Media. You're going to hear from all of them over the course of these 3 days. But, there's something really special about being able to have local community hosts in your community, get on the air and talk about issues that are pertaining to what's going on right here in Charlotte, and then also given that bigger picture, which I know something you guys do with Faith and Sport. You have a whole bunch of different segments. If you want to maybe talk a little bit about all the different segments you guys, throw at people each week.
Bill, what's important here, it's, John and I do this as a ministry. Okay. And, this Share-A-Thon is very, very important for getting funding to continue running a radio station. One, running a media network, two, is quite expensive. So this Share-A-Thon, the Sacred Heart Share-A-Thon, is very important. I just wanted to say that, and we'll talk that here in a little bit, but the guests we get on are something local. We've done some work with Charlotte Catholic High School. We talk some of the local sports, and then we address some of the parents' concerns here locally, and, attending your kids' games, behaviors that are acceptable, not acceptable. John gives wonderful examples and stories throughout the country where there's lessons to be learned. And local is so important. I mean, there are national shows and, of course, EWTN, which we're part of. But having the local flavor right here in the Diocese of Charlotte, Diocese of Charleston, here in the Carolinas is most important. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And the amazing thing about the beauty of this, and by the way, I want to quickly mention that if you call in right now, if you call in at this moment in time, we have some Wingate University polos, right? So what we're asking for is $50 donation. If you make a $50 donation right now, we got to do it while supplies last. I'm not sure how many we've got. So
I'll tell you, I was with John the other day when he dropped them off. There's some dry fit shirts in there. Some of those are worth the $50 alone. And guess what, Bill? I filled my gas tank up yesterday and it was 75. So 50 is a small in today's new economy. So a $50 donation, folks. So what's the number, John, Bill?
1-800-857-2909. 1-800-857-2909, folks. That's the number. You can also donate online. Just say I want a t-shirt in the or I want a polo shirt in the description when you donate, if it asks you for a note. But make that $50 donation online, carolinacatholicmedia.org. If you are one of the first ones to donate, we will make sure that you get a shirt, because this is about building up our community too. And let's talk a little bit about that. This is about building up our local community right here. Radio in general, and you're a radio guy, you understand this, is a beautiful thing. Of course, we expand into the live streaming and we expand into YouTube and all those great platforms that people can watch us on. But when you talk about radio really is a community thing. It brings people together. It shares news. It shares whatnot. But when you're behind the microphone, you're able to talk about issues that pertain to people's lives. And I always like to say, for me, the microphone and the speaker really aren't all that far off, right? Because the things that we're talking about, we're also listening to. We're consuming the same things that we're listening for, right? Like, I want to be inspired. I want to be uplifted. I want to have my faith deepened, right? So as much as I talk on the radio or talk, about these things, I'm also listening for them. And so maybe you want to talk about some of the things that listeners can gain, and walk away with just by listening.
Bill, when you get up in the morning or throughout the day, you want your news updates. And I'm a big sports guy, of course, faith and sport. The scores, what's going on in the world of sports. You want traffic. You want to know what the weather is. Okay, that's this world. How about your spiritual traffic? How about your spiritual journey? You need some of that. And Carolina Catholic Media Network gives you that. And it may be a topic you're not even thinking about that day, but it will spawn maybe another or spur another topic that you say, oh, geez, that's right. I need to get back to understanding the gospel or the scripture, or here's this week's upcoming readings, or here's a relationship thing I need to work with Jesus and God in mind. You know, we say to get joy in life, I say three things. It's JOY. That's Jesus, others, and you. And you need your news, sports, traffic, and weather, but you need to get some joy to enhance your day. Because at the end of it all, this is a spiritual journey. So Carolina Catholic Media Network definitely provides program to satisfy that.
Yeah, totally. And when you talk about, that hunger, right? It really is a beautiful hunger that people have, and a desire for truth, beauty, and goodness in the world, right? And so,
oh yeah, absolutely, and it satisfies that need. You got to have that. I mean, yeah, so many of us devout Catholics, and even if you're not going to mass every Sunday, you need a place to go to. And Carolina Catholic Media Network, I'm just looking at the webpage here, and going down through all the different shows. And to your point, Bill, a lot of local shows. But grab onto one that fits something that you're most interested in. And if you can't listen when it's on the air on 1270 AM, Chris and the guys back at the studio they do a wonderful job of posting the podcasts. And if you're traveling, put it in Bluetooth, and you can listen to the show anytime, anywhere. So when you're riding around or at home, so there's just many ways to get to this content.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Listen to the shows on the mobile app too. Not many local Catholic radio stations have a mobile app, right?
Right.
Available on both the Apple Play Store or Apple Google Store, Apple and Google. It's available everywhere, right? You go there, you download, just search for Carolina Catholic Media Network. Either Google Play, Apple App Store. Search there, folks, and you're gonna find this app. It's got everything in it. It's got prayers. It's got a donate tab in it too, folks. So if you download that, you can donate right in the app. But beyond that, you can also listen, as Ed, you were saying, to all the local programs. Just tap it. There's a category for faith and sport. There's a category for the remnant. There's a category for an accountable Catholic. It's all right there. You tap it, all of the shows come up. It's mobile friendly. It's mobile responsive. So it's not like you're looking on some website, on your cell phone or something like that. It's super easy. And David Papandrea has really done an amazing job getting this stuff ready and available, and making it user friendly and accessible for everybody, right? I mean, this is just incredible when you talk about.
I met David back at a men's Catholic conference, and we could talk that here in a bit. I don't know, 2016, 2017. He's a radio veteran from WBZ in Boston, and some of you folks from New England may recognize that radio station. It's the big AM affiliate up there. It's been around forever, but David has such a passion. He's got the radio knowledge, he's got the media knowledge, and what he has done and what he has developed here with his own drive and ambition, and really looking for funding. And that's all part of the reason for the Share-A-Thon. His passion for this, I am just impressed. I am totally impressed with what he has created here in the Charlotte area for all of us. And his passion it continues. But with all that, you need some funding. You definitely need funding. And that's the purpose of what we're doing here on the Share-A-Thon. I just wanted to mention Jason Murphy. He has a show. It's called The Obligation with Jason Murphy, a good guy. He runs the Men's Catholic Conference. So his passion, and a lot of these hosts, back to my buddy John Aquaviva, they do this out of the goodness of their hearts because they want to provide this kind of media, this kind of Catholic content to the folks here in the Charlotte area. So, back to the Share-A-Thon and what we're really doing here, the Sacred Heart Share-A-Thon, Bill, is really looking for your help. We're looking for your help. You said, okay, $50 for a Wingate shirt. Heck, how about $150? I mean, you don't have to just give 50. We need funding to continue this wonderful ministry.
Yeah, let me tell you, folks, radio is one of the most expensive businesses to be in. Radio, TV, all this live streaming stuff. What you're seeing right here with all this technology, if you're watching it on YouTube or on Facebook, if you're seeing it, on Facebook and YouTube, let me just tell you that, you start adding graphics, you start adding, backgrounds and music, and there's subscriptions, right? Like there's subscriptions for all kinds of stuff that, that we have to have, royalty-free music and all of these things. They all cost money, and we can just be really honest with you about that. They all cost money. And in order to compete in the world of media, because here's the thing, Hollywood and, secular media, right? You turn on CNN or you turn on, a Disney Channel or whatever, the graphics are stunning. They have the, most incredible team of people working on it because they have the money to, to put it forth. You want to compete, you've got to make things in today's world look beautiful, right? Beauty draws people in. It's one of those transcendentals we talk about: truth, beauty, and goodness, right? And so in order for the fallen away sheep of the church to come on back into the fold, it's got to look beautiful. Folks, it takes money. It's got to sound professional. All of that goes to, these subscriptions. All of it goes. So, beyond even, I would love one-time gifts of $150 or $200, but let's talk about even the monthly donations, Ed, right? Like, how about $50 a month or $10 a month? You know what? Pray about what you can give, your best gift, right? The best gift. And the phone number is so simple. We have operators standing by right now. It is 1-800-857-2909. Again, 1-800-857-2909. That's what we have for you, folks. And you can head over to our website as well, carolinacatholicmedia.org. carolinacatholicmedia.org is the place you can go to also make your donation online. But Ed, as we wrap up this segment here in just a few minutes, I want to thank you so much for your time, before we head back to the EWTN programming. But thank you. And please, share with us how people can tune in and listen to, Faith and Sport each week.
As you're mentioning the giving thing, you got the collection basket or the direct deposit to your Catholic parish, which is so important. Just make this as an add-on. You get the Catholic News Herald delivered to your house. There's your print. There's your print media. This is your audio media. Okay. This is the place to go say, let me swing on over to Carolina Catholic Media, check out what's going on, or listen to my favorite show. And there's, 9 local shows right now, and we're looking for more. So yeah, your donation is most important. Your sponsorship, if you have a business and will like to sponsor one of these shows, that goes a long, long way as well. All of us do this as a ministry. We do it because we love our faith. We do it because we want to spread the Catholic word to all of our listeners, whether they're Catholic or not, it doesn't matter. So, it's so important, your participation in this. And David's always looking for folks to even host a show. So yeah, it's a Share-A-Thon. It's a way to gain funds, but this thing can continue to grow. The Holy Spirit is definitely guiding us. So Bill, thank you for having me on this morning. Best wishes with this thing throughout the next 36 hours. And thank you for what you do for Carolina Catholic Media.
Absolutely, Ed. Well, thank you. And folks, I want to remind you that once again, you can donate. As Ed just said, please make a tax-deductible donation. Let's make that very clear too. This is a 501c3. So you get a nice little write-off on your taxes at the end of the year for making a donation as well. You can do that by calling 1-800-857-2909. Again, 1-800-857-2909, or online at carolinacatholicmedianetwork.com. Of course, there's the mobile app as well. If you're already on the mobile app, just hit that donate button. Okay, those are the different ways you can donate. Listen, right now we're going to take you back to the regularly scheduled EWTN programming for just a little bit, but stay tuned because we're going to have more amazing guests and amazing local hosts coming up here, all for the next 36 hours, right? We're part of the 36-hour Share-A-Thon over the next 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and on Friday. So stay tuned, and we will be back in just a bit.
You are listening to the Carolina Catholic Media Network Sacred Heart Share-A-Thon. Operators are standing by right now to take your tax-deductible pledge. Call 1-800-857-2909. That's 1-800-857-2909. Or donate online at carolinacatholicmedia.org. We now rejoin network programming already in progress.